Listen to me for a moment. Slow down and feel this. You did not land here by mistake, and this is not just another video passing through your day. Something in your spirit pulled you into this exact moment because a shift is near, and your heart knew it before your mind could explain it. Right now, while you are listening, something important is being decided around your future, your peace, and your finances. This is not random. This is not ordinary. This is a moment to pay attention. If you stay with this prayer, if you receive these words with faith and a steady heart, you may step into a new season faster than you think. So do not scroll away. Do not let distractions steal what may be opening over your life right now. Take a breath. Let the noise settle. Let fear fall quiet. Let worry lose its grip. For the next few minutes, give your full attention to what heaven may be stirring around you. There are seasons when everything feels delayed, blocked, heavy, and dry. And then there are moments like this, moments when the pressure begins to break and a new flow begins to rise. I believe this is one of those moments for you. Stay with me. Hear every word. What starts small in the spirit can become powerful in your life, and what feels hidden today can turn into visible breakthrough sooner than you expect. I speak peace over your mind right now. I speak calm over your thoughts, strength over your heart, and order over everything around you. Every distraction trying to pull you away, every heavy feeling trying to cloud your focus, every whisper of fear trying to tell you nothing will change, let it lose its power now. Let your spirit come into alignment. Let your heart become still. Let your inner world become ready to receive. As you listen, may your atmosphere change. May your thinking become clear. May your soul step out of panic and into peace. This is the place where change begins. Not always with noise, not always with applause. Sometimes it begins in quiet agreement, in a simple yes, in a moment where your faith rises just enough to say, I am ready for a new story. And hear this clearly, your financial story does not have to stay the same. What has been delayed can move. What has felt closed can open. What looked frozen can start flowing again. Stay with me because this next part matters. There is a kind of release that does not begin in the bank, in the job, or in the opportunity first. It begins in the unseen. It begins when your spirit stops agreeing with lack and starts agreeing with divine supply. It begins when your heart says yes to peace, yes to wisdom, yes to trust, and yes to a better future than the one fear kept showing you. Right now, I declare movement over everything that has felt stuck. Let provision begin to move. Let opportunity begin to respond. Let help begin to arrive. Let new pathways begin forming around your life. What was resisted for too long, what was slowed down, what was tangled in confusion, let it start coming into order. There are blessings that belong to your assignment, resources connected to your purpose, doors connected to your next season, and I pray they begin to answer your name. Not by panic, not by chasing, not by striving until you are empty, but by alignment, favor, wisdom, and timing. Listen carefully. Some of the biggest changes in life do not begin with a loud announcement. They begin with one decision, one connection, one phone call, one idea, one meeting, one sudden opening that changes everything after it. So do not despise small beginnings. Do not ignore what feels simple. Sometimes a small step carries a large answer. Stay with me now. New economic pathways can open around a person faster than they realize when the right favor, the right wisdom, and the right timing come together. What you thought had to come through one route may come through another. What you thought depended on one person may come through a new circle entirely. Keep listening, because what comes next may help you see that your future is not as limited as your past tried to make you believe. There are moments when heaven moves before your circumstances catch up, and this may be one of those moments. Before you see the result, something begins shifting. Before the evidence appears, an invisible order starts forming. Conversations can begin without you hearing them. Decisions can be influenced without you knowing it yet. Rooms you have not entered can begin responding to your future. This is why you must not quit in the middle of the process. Stay with me. Some delays are breaking now. Some barriers are losing their hold now. Some resistance that stood in front of your progress is weakening now. I speak acceleration over your life. Let what took years begin to move in months. Let what took months begin to move in weeks. Let what took weeks begin to move in days according to divine timing and wise steps. This is not about disorder. This is not about fantasy. This is about alignment, timing, and purposeful movement. The path ahead may not look like the path behind you. It may become lighter. It may become clearer. It may become more direct. Do not miss that. Sometimes the answer is not more force. Sometimes the answer is clearer vision, better choices, healthier thinking, and a spirit that has learned how to move with peace. Keep watching, keep listening. A heavy season can end and a new one can begin while you are still learning how to believe it. Nothing lasting is built on chaos. Real increase follows order. Real progress follows alignment. Real breakthrough is not luck. It flows through principles, discipline, and agreement. If your thoughts move one way, your words another, and your actions another, your life feels scattered. But when your heart, your words, and your direction come together, things begin to change. So let alignment come now. Let your thinking line up with peace. Let your words line up with faith. Let your actions line up with wisdom. There is power in agreement. What you keep agreeing with starts shaping your future. If you agree with fear every day, fear begins to lead your steps. If you agree with hopelessness every day, hopelessness starts building walls around your mind. But if you agree with truth, peace, discipline, and possibility, a different life starts forming. And there is also power in movement. When you move in faith with wisdom, things shift. When you take the step you know is right, clarity often meets you on the way. Many people wait for everything to feel perfect before they move, but often light increases after the first obedient step. Hear this and hold it close. You do not have to chase your destiny in panic. You come into position for it, you prepare for it, you grow into it. And then doors that looked far away begin to recognize you. Stay with me, because understanding this can change not only your money, but your mindset, your habits, and your future. You are not just a person trying to survive hard days. You are not trapped by your background, your current pressure, or the limits others placed on you. Your identity matters more than you think. Before many people can handle greater provision, they have to remember who they are. You are not built only to consume, fear, and barely get through. You are called to grow, manage, build, influence, and steward well. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. Hear that again? You are not too late. The fight around your finances may have been so intense because the outcome connected to your life is bigger than you first understood. When a person wakes up to their value, to their calling, to their responsibility, and to their authority, everything begins to look different. Their decisions change, their standards change, their conversations change, their expectations change. I pray that every lie of limitation breaks off your life now. Every false ceiling that told you this is as far as you can go, let it fall. Every voice that said abundance belongs to others but not to you, let it be silenced. You can become someone trusted with more. You can become someone stable enough for increase. You can become someone who carries blessing without fear. Stay with me. This is not just about receiving more. This is about becoming more prepared, more clear, more disciplined, and more at peace so that when increase comes, it finds a life ready to hold it. You were never designed to live under constant strain. Pressure may have become familiar, but that does not mean it is your permanent portion. There is a difference between effort and striving. There is a difference between responsibility and heavy fear. There is a difference between wise action and carrying everything like the outcome depends only on you. Hear this clearly. Constant stress is not proof that you are doing life correctly. Sometimes it is a sign that your soul has been carrying too much for too long. There is a better way. There is a flow that comes from alignment. When you begin moving in that flow, you stop forcing every outcome and start noticing how peace sharpens your judgment, how clarity improves your timing, and how favor begins to meet your steps. Stay with me because this part is for you. What you chase through anxiety may come through peace. What you tried to force through fear may come through better alignment. What felt impossible in confusion may become clear when your heart settles down. I pray every cycle of overthinking, panic, and exhaustion breaks now. Let the weight lift. Let the noise leave. Let the demand to have every answer right now fall away. As that pressure loosens, you may begin to see what was there all along but hidden by fear. New ideas, fresh solutions, timely help, open doors, quiet direction. Peace is not passive, it is powerful. And sometimes peace is the very thing that leads you into the next level of provision. Timing matters. There are moments when a door stays shut because it is not yet the right time, and there are moments when that same door opens with surprising ease because the season has changed. Do not judge your whole future by one closed season. Do not decide that because something did not happen before, it can never happen at all. There are moments when what felt impossible yesterday becomes possible today because timing has changed, people have moved, resources have lined up, and you have grown more ready than you realize. I speak open doors over your life, doors that effort alone could not create, doors connected to favor, preparation, and right timing. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach may begin to come within reach. Rooms that once felt closed may begin to open. Places where your name was not remembered may begin to call you back into the conversation. Stay with me now. This next part goes deeper. Open doors are beautiful, but inner healing matters if you want to sustain what comes through those doors. Many people want greater provision, but few notice how old disappointment still shapes their expectations. If the heart has been bruised by loss, delay, rejection, and lack, it can quietly expect the next good thing to disappear too. That inner pain can make a person resist the very blessing they are praying for. So I pray healing over those hidden places now. Let the old pain lose its rule. Let disappointment stop writing the future. Let your heart become strong enough to believe again. Financial pain is real. Silent pressure is real. The memory of lack is real. There are seasons that leave marks on the soul. Seasons when you gave your best and still watched things close. Seasons when you hoped for relief and met another setback. Seasons when you carried responsibility so long that your heart learned to expect struggle by default. But hear this carefully. Those old seasons do not have to control the next one. The places inside you that learned fear can be healed. The places that learned to tighten up, pull back, and expect loss can be restored. If your heart keeps preparing for disappointment, it may have trouble receiving peace even when peace arrives. If your mind has been trained by scarcity, your hands may hesitate when new opportunity comes. So let healing come now. Let every inner scar begin to loosen. Let every memory that shaped you toward fear begin to lose its power. Let every voice that told you that you are unworthy of increase fall silent. Stay with me, because healing is not a side issue, it matters. A wounded heart can block what a willing spirit is asking for. A fearful mind can distort the way you see the future. But a healed heart becomes open again. A renewed mind becomes clear again. A steady soul becomes ready again. And once that healing begins, something else becomes possible. your mindset starts changing. And when your mindset changes, the way you handle life, money, opportunity, and responsibility changes with it. Your mindset is a gatekeeper. It shapes what you notice, what you believe, what you attempt, and what you can sustain. Blessing may come near, but mindset often decides whether it is welcomed, managed, multiplied, or wasted. A mindset trained by scarcity sees limits everywhere. It sees reasons why nothing can change. It expects decrease. It prepares for loss. But a mindset renewed by truth begins to expect growth, to notice possibility, to manage wisely, and to carry more without panic. This does not mean pretending problems are not real. It means refusing to let fear become your leader. It means refusing to see yourself only through the lens of past lack. Hear this now. You cannot fully walk in overflow while constantly thinking like someone abandoned to survival. You cannot step into increase while speaking defeat over your future every day. You cannot hold abundance while deeply believing you were made only for struggle. So I pray a reset over your thinking. Let fear turn into faith. Let survival thinking turn into stewardship. Let limitation turn into expansion. Let your expectations begin to rise again. Stay with me. When mindset changes, you start noticing opportunities you once ignored. You begin valuing resources you once thought were too far from you. You begin preparing for good things instead of bracing for loss. You begin walking differently because your inner story is changing. And when that inner story changes, your outer life often starts moving in new ways too. What comes next is important, so keep listening. Many times, resistance is not only external. Sometimes the biggest resistance lives inside. It can look like hesitation, fear, old habits, and the need to stay in control because the past taught you that no one would catch you if you fell. It can look like smiling outside while tightening up inside. It can look like praying for change, but resisting the process that would make change sustainable. Hear this: resistance is not always loud. Sometimes it is subtle. Sometimes it is emotional residue from years of surviving on your own strength. And when a better season begins to open, that old survival self can feel threatened. It may try to hold on to what is familiar, even when what is familiar is painful. But now is the moment to release that grip. Surrender does not make you weak, it positions you, it opens space, it makes room for wisdom, peace, and a better strategy. So I pray every form of inner resistance begins to break, every fear of increase be healed, every distrust of provision be restored, every attachment to old patterns, let it loosen. Stay with me. This is where many people turn back, but not you. Do not turn back. If you release the strain, you make room for better direction. If you stop forcing every outcome, you may begin to see doors opening in ways that effort alone could never produce. The next level is not only about receiving more, it is about becoming able to carry more with peace, wisdom, and steadiness. Capacity matters. Greater increase requires a stronger vessel. Not a perfect vessel, but a steadier one, a wiser one, a more disciplined one, a more grounded one. Sometimes the pressure you faced was not there to destroy you. Sometimes it was shaping endurance, judgment, patience, and resilience inside you. Capacity looks like maturity. It looks like clear decision making. It looks like emotional stability when pressure comes. It looks like spiritual strength when new opportunities arrive. It looks like discipline when resources increase. Hear this carefully. More is not always a blessing if the inner life is too fragile to hold it. That is why preparation matters. That is why wisdom matters. That is why growth matters. I pray your capacity expands now. Let your perspective widen. Let your discipline sharpen. Let your habits grow healthier. Let your emotions become steadier. Let your spirit become strong enough to hold what is coming without anxiety and without self sabotage. Stay with me. because this is deeper than money. This is about becoming the kind of person who can carry influence without pride, resources without waste, opportunity without fear, and momentum without collapse. You are being prepared for sustainability, not just excitement, for stewardship, not just sudden gain, for stability, not just a moment. What is coming does not need a fragile version of you. It needs a stronger, calmer, wiser version of you. And that version is being formed even now. As your capacity grows, life begins to feel different. Things may not happen in chaos the way they used to. They may begin to unfold with more ease, more order, and more timing than before. Divine ease is not laziness. It is not sitting back and doing nothing. It is the strange peace of knowing that what once required crushing strain is now being carried with greater grace, sharper wisdom, and better alignment. It feels like clarity where there used to be confusion. It feels like calm in places that once exhausted you. It feels like synchronized timing, guided steps, and resources arriving when needed rather than after everything has already broken. I pray every burden not meant for you falls away now. Let the rush break. Let the panic break. Let the constant feeling of being behind lose its grip. Stay with me. When life begins moving with this kind of order, do not be afraid of it. Some people are so used to hardship that peace feels unfamiliar. Some are so used to delay that timely provision feels suspicious. But you do not have to fear a healthier pattern. You do not have to reject what is finally flowing well. Receive it, walk with it, build with it, guard it with wisdom. What belongs to you does not have to come through torment. What is assigned to your path can reach you through orchestration, through favor, through wisdom, and through right connections. Keep listening because there is one more shift that matters deeply. Your inner atmosphere must stay tuned to faith, peace, and expectation. What you carry inside affects what you recognize outside. Fear distorts, worry drains, doubt scatters, but faith sharpens, peace steadies, expectation lifts your eyes. This is why your inner atmosphere matters. If everything inside you is filled with dread, you may miss the open door standing right in front of you. If your mind is always bracing for loss, you may not notice the strategy that could lead to growth. So I pray your inner atmosphere rises now, from confusion to clarity, from anxiety to assurance, from scarcity to expectation. Let your spirit become steady. Let your heart become open. Let your mind become clear enough to recognize the good that is trying to enter your life. Stay with me. Doubt has delayed enough. Fear has spoken enough. Old pain has ruled enough. This is the hour to silence what has been weakening your expectation. Doubt says, what if nothing changes? Faith says, what if change has already begun? Doubt says, you are not ready. Faith says, you are being prepared right now. Doubt says, you missed your time. Faith says, the right time is still able to find you. Let every remaining fear around your future begin to break. Let every voice of unworthiness lose its place. The blessing is not always far away. Sometimes it is already near, waiting for your heart to come into full agreement with the truth that you are not abandoned, not forgotten, and not shut out from a better season. Now I speak a final prayer over your life. May your spirit come into full harmony with peace, wisdom, and abundance. May every barrier standing in front of your progress begin to break. May every closed place that should open begin to respond. May every resource prepared for your assignment find its way into your life in the right time and in the right form. May favor locate you. May provision rise around you. May your heart stay steady enough to receive what is good without fear. May your mind stay clear enough to recognize what is wise. May your hands stay disciplined enough to steward what arrives. I pray your future will not be ruled by panic, lack, or old pain. I pray you step into a season of order, strength, healing, and meaningful increase. And as you move forward, do not forget this. Your story can change. Your patterns can change. Your inner world can heal. Your habits can strengthen. Your opportunities can grow. Your peace can return. Your finances can become healthier. Your life can move into a new rhythm. Stay with these words. Return to them when fear tries to rise again. Let them remind you that delay is not always denial, that pressure is not always punishment, and that preparation is often happening even when you cannot yet see the result. If this reached your heart, receive it fully. Let your faith answer. Let your peace remain. And let this be the beginning of a stronger, wiser, calmer, and more fruitful chapter in your life.